Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Family Podcast with your two favorite brothers. My name is Sammy.
My name is Don.
And Don, today we are talking about the streamer that pissed off Japan.
Ready?
Run the intro! Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a streamer called Johnny Somali.
They got a lot of these people doing this. What's up, brother? Oh shit, man, I need to try that out.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, everything.
Yeah. Hey, Sugoi.
Yeah, Sugoi, Gaijin Sugoi. Yeah, Gaijin Sugoi. What's up, you guys? Yo, you guys are friendly as hell, man.
I love Japan, and I really want to bring love, you know what I mean? I don't want no more war. Let's make peace, everybody.
Can't eat and walk in Japan. All right, we're gonna sit down. Let's respect their culture.
American kick streamer Johnny Somali has been formally charged with a crime in Japan.
And one of the biggest goofballs in this category of content is named Johnny Somali, and he was just arrested in Japan.
I sympathize with him though. No, I don't. This style of content should not be accepted. And it seems like Japan's now going to throw the book at him.
They're making an example out of this. This never getting out, bro.
Johnny Somali was born in the year 2000. The entry states that he was born in Somalia, and at age 5 he moved to Scottsdale, Arizona, USA.
There has been debate over his ethnicity, with some claiming that he is Ethiopian and Yemeni. However, in this clip, Johnny claims that his mother is Somalian and his father is Ethiopian Yemeni.
My mother is Somalian. My father is Ethiopian and Yemeni. I am half 50% Somali. I lived in Somalia for more than 1 year. If I tell you who my grandfather was, you guys will be very surprised. I'm royalty in Somalia. If I go back to Somalia, I'm a high value target.
He attended Arizona State University, and according to him, studied finance but dropped out because he felt unfulfilled.
When I went to school for those 4 years, I did really well in finance, but I was depressed. I did not like where my life was going. Where is that gonna lead you? You go to school for 4 years, you go work for 40 years, you end up in a cubicle with a suit on and a tie, getting the same salary as everybody else. Where's the mobility in life?
Like many people today, he expressed that he wanted to see the world and make meaningful memories. He didn't want to languish behind a desk all day, slowly growing to resent his life. At the time of recording this video, his very first upload is an age-restricted video uploaded on December the 13th, 2022.
The very next video, riding motorcycles in Bangkok, Thailand, is more in line with the standard conventions of IRL content. This video documents Johnny taking a moped ride through Bangkok in order to secure some of that sweet devil's lettuce.
While lettuce is still illegal in Thailand, it has been decriminalized, and not understanding the laws can land tourists in trouble. A guide written by Rebecca Root outlines some useful facts such as:
you must be over 20 and not pregnant to consume. Smoking it can be done inside an individual's residence. Cannabis being inside food can be consumed at a licensed restaurant. And smoking in public places such as schools, temples and shopping malls can lead to a 25,000 baht fine, which is roughly $750.
Aside from the shaky video footage, it's basically IRL video giving the viewer a touristic insight into life in Thailand.
Somali seems to be respectful to the people he encounters and genuinely seems to be having a good time. If you know what happens, it's a throwback to a cool video of a young man who is enjoying traveling and experiencing a new culture.
It's an interesting thought experiment to consider what Johnny's content would have been like if there wasn't any pressure to go viral and make as much money as possible.
Somali would continue to upload videos consistently, exploring various aspects of Thai life with varying levels of success.
But after 40 plus YouTube uploads and a small following on Kick, Johnny decides it was time to see a different country. It was time to see Japan.
Johnny's first upload in Japan is instantly different from his videos in Thailand. He berates a Japanese passenger riding on a train, asking him, "Why do you do this?" The bemused man asks, "Huh?" And Johnny responds, "Pearl Harbor."
You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know why you do this? Pearl Harbor. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know why we do to you this? Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We destroy it because you just don't know how to behave. Wallahi billahi wa tallahi.
This relates to the events in 1945, where the USA detonated 2 atomic bombs over the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during the Second World War.
An event that resulted in the deaths of between 129,000 and 226,000, mostly civilian people, according to Wikipedia.
As you can imagine, this is a sensitive part of Japan's history, and having a disrespectful loudmouth foreigner make light of the situation in order to cultivate a following is likely to rub people the wrong way.
He is confronted by a man who tells Johnny to leave the passenger alone and that he's being obnoxious.
Sit down, brother. Enjoy.
I'm just saying.
Enjoy. Sit down. He didn't do nothing to me. He doesn't understand what I'm saying right now.
Calm down.
Listen, all I'm saying is, listen. You know what we did to your country too. Are you North Korean? South Korean? I don't know.
Why not be a good? You're from America.
Why don't you sit down?
Why don't you be a good representative?
Why don't you sit down?
Like you don't make Americans look good.
I don't give a fuck about America.
The video instantly goes viral. As word spreads around Japan, he is confronted by various strangers who are upset with his comments.
Your reason? Why?
Somebody give me money.
No.
Somebody give me money, and they said say it.
No.
So I said it on the train.
You say it?
Yeah. Somebody give me money.
Somebody?
You know, donation.
Who?
Somebody on YouTube and Twitch.
YouTube comment?
Yeah, YouTube comment. Give me money.
No.
Say it.
No.
You understand?
Understood, but it's not good.
It's not good. So what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
You want me to say sorry? Oh, the police is coming.
A group of Japanese streamers pull up to the place he is staying to confront him.
In one video, he is smacked by an off-camera assailant. Despite this, he continues to aggravate the Japanese public
by making inappropriate comments to Japanese women, having offensive comments read aloud.
Hey, racist!
Just don't.
Hey, jazz nigga! I don't know what's going on.
He got that sweet, sweet clout, but became Japan's top op. He was increasingly assaulted in the streets by civilians who had come across his disrespectful viral content.
And while it's easy to look down on Johnny, think of how many times you said, yeah, I'd do something gross with someone gross if it meant I received $50 million. Or said some variation of, I'd rather be depressed in a Lamborghini than happy on a bus.
Johnny Somali was doing something gross in order to gain money and social status. So he became so notorious for his antics that even after moving from Tokyo to another city, he was attacked by civilians who recognized him.
Things got so bad that he eventually left Japan and spent time in Bali. Whilst outside of Japan, he made a slew of negative remarks about Japan and its people, which would be a terrible idea if he had any plans of going back to Japan.
So yeah, he went back to Japan. And on the 30th of August 2023, he trespassed onto a construction site in Osaka while streaming.
The Japanese Penal Code states, trespassing on another person's property is punishable by up to 3 years in prison or a fine of up to 100,000 yen, the equivalent of £550 or $690.
Trespassing includes illegally entering residents, buildings or ships. He was then arrested, obviously. The Twitter page Asian Dawn put out a tweet stating,
the Japanese government will hold Johnny for 28 days and that they would use sleep deprivation tactics in addition to hours of interrogation to break his mind and force him to confess. He has been in custody since his arrest and is awaiting trial. Johnny Somali dropped out of school in order to avoid a life centered around doing something that he didn't want to do for money.
But in some ways, he ended up doing that anyway. While we don't actually know if Johnny enjoyed being a menace to the people of Japan.
Would you want to live a life where an entire country hates you? Where you are continuously assaulted by the people who live there?
To hit this point home even further, Japan is one of the more peaceful countries in the world. The Global Peace Index rates Japan at the 9th most peaceful country in the world.
According to an article written in the East Asia Forum, the rate of serious assaults per 100,000 people is 460 in France, 156 in Germany, and 278 in the United States. In Japan though, the figure is as low as 15 per 100,000 people.
And yet Johnny got his face tested multiple times, but he did it because he wanted to become a success story.
And that's not unique to him. We all want to do well as people, and sometimes the pressure of achieving a goal can overshadow the journey of getting to a goal.
Johnny's first travel video uploaded to YouTube was a young man on the back of a moped exploring a brand new country.
And somewhere along the rush to be somebody, the exploration and intrigue of living in a new culture was strangled by the need for clicks.
It's worth pondering what Johnny's content could have actually grown to look like if he had honed in on his storytelling abilities, his camera work, and his travel knowledge.
But if it is true that he is getting 3 years in a Japanese prison, I guess he'll have more than enough time to think about that.
We took off our chains, shone brighter than they ever did, ever did. We jumped around in the rain, and we were in our element. Yeah, we were throwing rollies in the river, Versace in the bin. Left it for the win. Yeah, we were throwing rollies in the river, Versace in the bin. Back when we were kings. They talk about their brands like it give them power. Here's my 50 cents when in the club. I was moving shower, I was moving ghost. Most of my dons thought I was moving sour. The beat knocks like Greg, we get lost.